Emmanuel Sanders is still day to day. His right high ankle sprain is still really sore, so we'll see on him. Cody Lattimore with a left thigh bruise, same thing there, really sore. Those guys did not travel to the football game. A new injury from the game is Zach Kerr. He's got a right ankle sprain. Hopefully he can start working in about Thursday or Friday. Other than that, questions?
What's your quarterback situation for this game?
The plan is to play Paxton. That was kind of the plan last week, if he was healthy enough to play. So this week, that's the plan, to play Paxton.
Is the plan to start Brock and play Paxton?
No, the plan is to start Paxton. Absolutely, this week.
I'm just making sure. Is there some question in your mind about his health?
About Paxton?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, he wasn't quite ready last week, so hopefully he's ready to go this week. So that's the plan, to start Paxton this week.
Why is the plan to start Paxton?
Well, we want to see him play. Obviously, that's been the goal the last couple of weeks, and we haven't, that hadn't happened. So we want to see him play. Life bullets in a football game.
Is that more important than winning the game?
Is that more important? I would say not. But our first goal is to win a football game, obviously. But again, with it being a quarterback issue going into the off season, we want to see him play to see what his player is. And obviously winning the game is always our first priority. So not saying if he's playing we can't win. So I mean he's going to be our quarterback. We expect to win.
Would you say he needs to show confidence in the ankle because he was deemed healthy?
Right.
And secondly, is it perhaps a little misleading if the Chiefs play all their twos, or does that matter?
No, we don't care about the Chiefs as far as who they play. It's more about our football team winning the football game on Sunday and having a chance to see our young quarterback play.
How do you think Brock played this year?
Brock, in my opinion, he was very solid. He made good decisions as far as putting us in good plays all year. I tell you what, I was really happy with his ball placement most of the year. But again, when offense doesn't go, it's not on one person. It's protections, it's different things, it's drops, or receivers. So, when he didn't play well, it wasn't just on him; it was on the whole group.
Vince, when Paxton didn't play last week, was that his decision, or was it the medical personnel that said
It was my decision as far as him not being ready to play as a starter last week. It was mine.
Coach, you said you really want Paxton to use his legs when he's out there. Do you expect the offense to be designed to look very different in order for him to use it?
Well, anytime he's playing, we incorporate some different running schemes, for the quarterback, and some different movement plays for the quarterback. So obviously that's one of his best attributes. His legs. So we always use that part, of his game to have success with the offense.
Do you view this as kind of a final tryout of sorts for him into the offseason?
I do not. We simply want to see this guy play. I mean, he's had one start this year where he played 2.5, almost 3 quarters. So we want to see him play. I mean, he hadn't played much, as a Bronco, and I mean, it's simple, guys. We want to see him play. Very simple.
Looking back at Sunday, did you see anything you liked when you went back and watched the film?
Yeah. That football game was really a tale of two halves. In the first half, we were in control of the football game. It's a 3-3 game with 4 minutes to go in the first half, and we have a fumble, which led to a touchdown. Now it's 10-3. We have an interception, which we stopped them and got back on the field offensively. We had a good drive going, and obviously had the issue with McKenzie not going out of bounds for us to give us 3 more points. It could have been a 10-6 half, which is different than a 10-3 half. It's a 1-score game versus a 2. So second half, it wasn't good for us. We gave up 2 explosive passes on defense. Offensively, we had 4 sacks, and we were two of I think 6 or 7 on third down. So that wasn't winning football in the second half. First half, okay. Second half, not so much.
McKenzie's mental errors. How much confidence do you have in maybe his ability to erase those as he develops as a player?
Well, he has to. He's a young player. He's had some issues, playing, but he's not the first rookie to have issues. We've got to obviously coach him better and help him through those things. But as a talent, he's what we want. But he's a young talent, and he needs time to work through his issues on the field.
So is there a chance you might return punts this week?
Is it a chance? Probably not. Jordan's done a hell of a job for us, and it's been 3 weeks now where Jordan's been pretty flawless doing that job. So that's Jordan's job. He's earned that.
Last year, there were the fewest 1,000-yard rushers since 1991, and there's not a lot kind of in that zone this year.
Right.
How important of a mark do you think that is? I mean, it seems harder to get now. A little bit harder to get these
I
days.
think it's important, for our football team, especially with the work that CJ's put in the offseason, coming in great shape and staying healthy for the full season for the first time, in his career. Obviously winning is our first priority, but any personal milestone like that, I think it's important for the player and for the football team. Our running game's been good, for the most of the year, even Sunday. To rush for 159, that's huge in an NFL game. So I think it's huge for CJ to accomplish that Sunday.
What's the message to the team this final week?
The message is, it's what it's been the last month. Let's be pros. Let's come to work. Let's work hard and put our best foot forward on Sunday. It's very simple. It's a football game that we have to win.
Depends how you balance your ability to run the ball when you want to. In a lot of cases, with the protection issues,
Right.
breakdown. Is that a player issue, a scheme issue? What do you have going on?
It's a number of things. Our running game's been great. But on third downs, 3rd and 7, you can't run the ball. We ran for 3, I think, Sunday, third downs, 2, and I think 3. So that's a good thing. But protection comes in all shades. It can be players. It can be quarterback holding the ball too long. It can be receivers covered. So those things happen all the time. So I would say it's lots of things that goes into protection's not being strong.
BJ, there was a moment, and I don't know if you saw the highlight or not, where Brock is yelling on the sideline trying to get everybody's attention.
I've heard about it.
You've heard? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious what your reaction is, because more or less the commentary is, look, he's trying to get guys going.
Sure.
And nobody's responding to him. I'm curious what you think.
I haven't seen it. I've heard about it. But, that's Brock. And one thing about Brock, guys, he provides a leadership quality that, we hadn't had on offense, from that position, in my opinion. Okay, so if Brock's doing that, it's for the good of our football team. So I'm not surprised it happened, and I'm encouraged by it because we need more of that. We need more players pushing players. We need more players helping our young guys become pros. So I'm not opposed to that at all. That's a good thing in my opinion. Now, who was listening? I'm not sure. I didn't see it, but we need guys pushing other players, and that's the quarterback's role. So I am not opposed to Brock doing that.
Would you want the rest of the players to be more engaged with Brock? I know you don't have a problem with Brock.
Right. I didn't see it, so I don't know who was engaged, who wasn't engaged. But I know I've watched Brock prepare all week, and that's who he is all week. He pushes guys, push guys to get it right. So, again, I didn't see it, but, I encourage Brock to lead.
Would you go back and want to look at it to see if the teammates weren't engaged and then kind of address them like, hey, why were you ignoring quarterback?
No need at all.
Outside of that, do you feel like leadership has been where you wanted it to be this season on both sides of the ball?
We've got some good leaders. Okay, you can always have more.
Time for a few more for the coach.
Yeah, just the decision to sit Jamal and go with D'Angelo. Kind of similar at the quarterback position. See a young guy.
Absolutely. A good young player who had a hell of a preseason. Just want to give him a chance to play. Very simple.
Is there a thought that perhaps releasing Jamal would actually give him a chance to sign on with the playoff team? Or is there significant
That has
interest?
not been a thought for us.
No.
Has not been.
You've been asked this about the
Last word,
quarterbacks
Nikki?
before, but do you give much thought to the future of Aqib Talib, and do you expect him to be back next year?
Well, my focus is obviously on Sunday, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I can't say who's going to be back next year.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy your holidays.